So I thought I'd do a little update on my 5, 6 days a week of full body workouts with deadlift, squats, bench, and overhead press, pull-ups, and whatnot. I've decided that I'm going to drop down to 2 working sets, 1 warm-up set. I was doing 3 working sets, but I'm finding that it's very difficult to work out twice a day with my schedule recently. And overall, I mean, I do like the workout program. I mean, it's I get the frequency I want. I get to stimulate my muscles, get stronger, and build muscle. And obviously, I'm noticing some changes in my size and strength. I mean, it's only been a week and a half, but if there's anything that's really noticeable, it's my ability to eat more food and not worry about gaining so much weight. I tend to store a lot of body fat, so if I eat too much carbohydrates, I just retain a lot, not just a lot of water, but I also put on body fat fairly easily. So the weight training I like because it makes me burn more calories, and I get the added benefit of improving strength because I'm basically improving my skill in the lifts. And a few things that are very noticeable is that probably 2 specific things that were pretty cool was with the overhead press, I was able to do 135 for 3 sets of 8, something I've never been able to do before. That's an overhead barbell press. And then bench press, 8 repetitions, 3 sets of 8 of bench press for 225 pounds is super solid. On one day I did 235. I've been kind of hovering between 205 and 225, but then I hammered out 10 with 225. I don't know if that's because I put on size and my range of motion changed by an inch in my chest and my back, or it could just be that I'm just that much more efficient with the motion. Benching 5 days a week is not only fun, it's obviously beneficial for at least my current fitness level. Some other notes is because squats and deadlifts do beat me up a little bit, I really have to be careful of the weight because my knee kind of bugs me a little bit. I have to wrap it up, my left knee. And I also have a lot of chronic lower back tightness, but whether I squat, deadlift, or not, it's pretty much the same tightness. So I said, you know what, fuck it. I'm just going to go ahead and lift. I don't care. I always try to talk myself out of lifting because I think I'm beating myself up too much. But most of the stuff is 70% of my 1 rep max. I mean, it's not really that heavy, relatively speaking. The only thing I hate about the squats is that my flexibility is really crappy, so it's really hard for me to get to the bottom, and it takes me time to mobilize. It basically takes me the amount of time to mobilize to get into that squat as it does to actually lift. My squat numbers have been only 225 to 255 for 3 sets of 8. I feel like I can go more, but I'm actually kind of moving slow in my lifts. If you watch some of my YouTube videos of how I lift, I move a little slow just because of my knee. I don't like that little shock of quadricep tendonitis. So I think that's what it is, at least from what I've read. So I've been messing around with that, and I feel pretty good, So anyways, just want to give you an update on how I'm doing with it, and apparently it's doing great. I'm strong, I feel good, and I like working out frequently. I get to hit all the muscle groups. I hit my favorite lifts, and there's actually one other thing that I am really working on is getting faster with the bar. So that way I hit my 500-pound deadlift by the end of the year. And right now it's looking like I'm going to be able to do it. I mean, 315 pounds for 8 reps is not always easy all the time, but I hammer through them and much faster than I used to. So I'm getting essentially more practice. Once a week is just not enough for practice or training or skill.